Hey you guys, what's going on? Is the RedTech here with another tech review and unboxing video of the Lenovo Ideapad 100S. So, it's an Intel Celeron computer with Intel HD graphics. It's only $370 Australian, so it's dirt cheap American dollars. And 4 gigs of RAM with a 32 gig SSD. That's the only downside. It doesn't have an overstanding amount of storage. So let's get right into it. Okay guys, so here's the box for the Lenovo Ideapad. So I've actually got it upside down right now, so I'm gonna go and we're gonna, it's cut under a cable there, we're gonna just swipe this. Can I do it? Is it gonna work? Or is it? Stickers, man. Just. How do they put this on? Oh, there's a little cardboard catch under it. Let's see. So what the? Alright. Let's just do that. Because it's not like it's gonna. Oh, it will. Never mind. Alright. So it looks like I can just pull this out. And like this. So I'm just gonna put this around this way. So maybe you guys can see that, I don't know, but here we go. So I'm just going to put my knife over to the side so to not scratch the machine itself. So it looks like we've got a OneDrive 100 gig subscription. Maybe an office license. I think that's an office license. That's pretty nice of them. So I'm going to put that aside. No one ever reads these things. What we got? So we have, that's all, that's really all that's in the box. I wasn't expecting anything too much. So we have our Lenovo standard power brick. It's actually like an Asus one, but I've got a hunch that Lenovo probably deals with Asus. So that's all that's in the box. So this thing has a 4600 milliamp hour battery life. So it's got a decent battery. This I can say I'm impressed with by our Lenovo. Okay, so it's pretty nice cosmetically. It has a nice feel to it, even though it's plastic. You got your 2 speakers underneath. I don't know if I approve of speakers underneath. It's not something that I would usually recommend. Just the feeling of opening up a brand new laptop is just, I can't get enough of it. I love the feeling of it. So it's even got this nice little keyboard protector, if you want to call it that. So as you can see, it's completely just black. It's a black and silver laptop. There's not much that's too special about it. So on the sides you've got 2 USB 2 ports, a microphone and headphone combined input jack. On the other side you have an HDMI port, a mini HDMI port, a USB 3 and your power adapter input. No CD drive and no inputs on the back, so I'm guessing that's why they've managed to make the laptop so thin. So well done Lenovo on that. So it should already have some juice in it, I'm hoping. Does it? Okay, that's not what I'm used to. Normally these laptops have some juice in them before you manage to turn them on, but usually have a little bit. So this is where I'm going to undo our charging cable. Thank God I pulled it out of the box. And I'm going to plug us in to boot us up. Lenovo, make sure your laptops have some charge next time. So I'm just going to plug in over here and plug in over here. Should do fine. Okay, so now we have life on the laptop. So I'm just going to move it back so you guys can see it a bit better. Right here. So Lenovo, the little Windows 10 or Windows 8 spinning wheel. This should have Windows 10 on it, Home Edition. Okay, so it has a 180-degree hinge, so we can go straight flat on the laptop side of things. The reason I bought this was ultra portability, because I need something that's really light. So yeah, it worked out perfectly. I mean, for $370, it's a good little laptop. So I live in Australia, wherever that is in this list. Oh, there it is, Australia. I live in Adelaide, so we're just gonna change it up a bit. Now the touchpad isn't too great. That's what I'm getting right now. It's pretty crappy touchpad. So here's the legal stuff. I already accept this. I'm just gonna have to turn you away for a bit while I input the password to my Wi-Fi. Yeah, just give me a second. I'm pretty bad at remembering it, but that should do it if I'm correct. So just spin you back around, get going fast. We're going to use express settings just because. And now it's going to do what all my other Windows 10 computers have done the first time they boot up. Check for updates. So the Celeron processor apparently can handle 2.4 gigahertz tops, but I haven't seen any ventilation or anything on this laptop, so I'm not sure if you could overclock it, but I'm not sure your laptop would be able to cool it because there's no ventilation and there's no cooling fans from what I can see. So that could be a little bit of a problem. So next up, I'll do the benchmarks. I'm going to run a Minecraft test because it's only Intel HD graphics. So I'll run a Minecraft test and a read and write test to my network, and possibly a Geekbench. So I'll be back in here, guys. So we're back, and I've got Minecraft installed on here, 1.10, and we're just going to go create a graphics test world so we can go and see how this computer handles it. So we're going to go creative, we're going to go, maybe, no, we're going to try, we'll try default for starters because, you know, otherwise it might be a little bit too hard. And I do have some Geekbench scores that I will run in a bit. I won't keep the video on for that because that'll take forever. So I noticed when I was installing stuff that it overclocks itself automatically. So it says 1.6 gigahertz, but it can go up to 2.5. So that it does overclock. That I can confirm. So okay, so it's trying to load in the world. Let's see how it does. With a little bit of setting adjustment, you could make quite a decent machine out of this one. So let's just get our inventory and achievement. So the best settings for Minecraft are always 8 chunks and unlimited FPS with fast graphics, or especially on computers like this, you want GUI scale to normal. VSync is always turned off. You want fast graphics, or you just turn them off. And you want decreased particles. And once you've done that, and the world loads itself in, suppose you can go F3, so that's volume. So FN F3. Oh, alright. So it looks like we can get about 30 FPS. There is ways you can improve this. I know for a fact you can. Oh look, there you go, we're rising already. Yeah, so I know for a fact you can go ahead and adjust and install drivers, and Optifine and stuff like that tends to help it. So that's where our graphics stands so far. So 40 FPS on an average, or 30 FPS on an average, isn't too bad. I wouldn't recommend doing anything huge on these laptops because it won't work. So, oh look, we hit 50 up there. So that's what the graphics are like on this laptop for now. there's probably, yeah, I'll improve them later. Or you can run Minecraft with more RAM, that always helps. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and quit Minecraft. It crashed. It's not a good sign. Let's go to run Geekbench 3. And we'll see how this turns out. Is in tryout mode later. So we can only run 32-bit benchmarks, but that is okay. So it is a Lenovo 80R9 apparently, and they're adding a new feature to Windows. Hooray, updates already. So this is going to take a while, so I will get back to you guys when it is finished. Okay guys, so we've got the Geekbench scores back. So the single core score is 975, the multi-core score is 1841, and okay, so it's DDR3 RAM in here, not DDR4 like I was hoping. It's a 6th generation, so that's probably why it's better. 1 processor, 2 cores, dual core processor. Where are we? So you can kind of look through all of that, so I'm not going to read it out because that would take forever. So yeah, that's our Geekbench. I'll put a graph at the end with that details. So we're going to go ahead and run a speed test. Keep in mind that I'm on ADSL 2+, and the speed is not the best ever on ADSL. So okay, so it's got reasonably good charge, 1 hour 36 minutes to full charge. Keep in mind I've only had this thing plugged in about 15 minutes, and it's already at 28%. Okay, so we're going to get it to begin test. So, yep, so it's ping. My average is about 20, 28, not too bad, not too shabby. That's not such a bad speed. My maximum speed is 10 megabits, so that's pretty great. That's a lot better than other computers get sometimes. That's really good. So yeah, I will probably do a post-up of this video, and I'll go and update these speeds once I have a faster internet connection with a maximum of 100 on and 40 upload. So that is the general speed test. That's pretty good for my internet connection, if I do say so myself. So we're going to try some video playback next, because we need to know how it holds up. So once again, Microsoft's Edge browser telling me exactly where it needs to be. So let's go. Why did it do that? Over in English US, okay, don't care. Let's go to, I'll just type in my old name because are you typing? Because if I type in my old name, I know I'm going to get the one I want. Whereas if I type in my new name, I gotta go through a whole list. So, the Radiant Gamer, there we go, RedTech. So, I'm going to try and play back in 1080p. And see what happens. That's my channel trailer, so we're not going to worry about that too much. Let's go to my newest video. And we're going to eventually just skip through this. And we're going to see what happens if we go and try and do it in 1080p. We should be able to do it in 1080p due to the internet being at about 10 megabits. 1080p should have no problems. So the fact that it's not, there it is. Okay, so it's a little bit of a lag there. So all round display, spot on. Couldn't really fault the display. It's standard laptop resolution. So I can hear that even the music in the background and stuff is good. So I'm going to go and pull up some music. So I'm going to go The Fat Rat, and I'm going to go Exogenesis. and we'll see just how good and just how loud this actually is. Hopefully exactly where I want it to be. But any luck. Okay, so this is done, so I can close it out of it now. Just have a listen. So it's really full sound. Given that the speakers are on the bottom, it's actually a really full sound for a $370 laptop. I've got to say, Lenovo, I'm impressed at what you've managed to cram into this thing. I wouldn't even complain if I had to use this thing as my daily driver. Now, this is no copyright sound, by the way, so... But anyway, the Fat Rat Exogenesis, love it. So we're just going to have a listen to where the beat drops, and then we're going to see how the bass and stuff works on this thing. Here it comes. Yep, so I can't fault Lenovo on their sound. It does have just the slightest, tiniest bit of distortion at 100 volume that I can notice. Yeah, most people won't even notice that because, you know, it's not really noticeable. So that is again in 1080p at 60 FPS, so that it's doing it perfectly. So if you go down here, it's 1080p at 60 FPS. So, not going to fold them. It's pretty snappy. What I haven't tested yet is how fast it can wake up from a sleep state. So now that it's done that, so we're going to open it back up. We're going to go here. We're going to, okay, so we're going to click there. We're just going to hit sign in. So all around pretty snappy. Yeah, it's a small drive, but I mean, they invented external storage. You got a USB 3 port, and I'm gonna have to, is that a, oh, my mistake, it's not a mini HDMI port, it's an SD card, a micro SD. That's a little unusual to see on a laptop, but, you know, I suppose you could live with it. I mean, no big SD card slot, which I'm disappointed about, because I will need something to plug my SD cards into at some stage. No upgradable RAM. It's soldered onto the motherboard. So, and it does support the 5 GHz band Wi-Fi though. I did see it up here before. You can connect it to a 5 GHz network once configured. There it is, 5 GHz. I don't remember the password for that one, so you know. My location is in use. I don't like that. So that's it for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it because this costs money and stuff, but you can buy this from the Good Guys. I got this one from the Good Guys. The sale's on now, end of June sales. So hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.